It is another Tuneday, so that means we're welcoming Judd from Kiss 98.5 into the studio to talk about everything that is happening in the world of music. Now, there's a lot going on, but we want to talk about Christmas Bash real quick. It was the last performance of the Jonas Brothers, so what have you heard so far?
Well, I mean, E! News wrote about it, Us Weekly wrote about it, so it's been a big thing, and it was one of their last performances probably forever, and it was a great show. There was lots of confetti, lots of balloons, and lots of screaming and fun. So,
well, we had a blast being up in the 300 level, doing some CW giveaways. It was definitely a party atmosphere. But we have to get into what's happening in the world of music because there's so much people are talking about. First with the secret release, now the record breakers. We're talking about Beyonce's new album, Beyonce. So no one knew this album was coming out. No promotion, no hype, and it's still breaking records. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it just dropped the final count-in for the 3 days. 823,000 plus records were sold, shattering the iTunes record for ever before. Part of the reason is you can't buy just the songs you like. A lot of people release single by single, or you can just buy the songs you want. Not with Beyonce. You have to buy the entire 14-track album if you want the songs. And that's because, from her words only, this is an artistic experience. This isn't about the individual songs. This is about the whole piece.
Well, that's one of the things that I noticed when sort of listening and researching the album. It doesn't seem like there's any singles. It just seems like a very articulate, very thought-out thematic album. So I can imagine if you're listening to one song, two songs, you're not really going to get the whole sense of the CD, kind of like Yeezus with Kanye West.
Yeah, you have to get the whole picture. And Beyonce, I mean, really did a good job keeping this a secret and kind of putting it all together. There's 14 songs with 14 videos that all came out together when you download it. Meanwhile, she's raising a baby. She's on a worldwide tour. She's got all of her other, endorsements and fashion things that she's doing. And then put out this huge album, which is really kind of what she says, a story of her life from beginning to where she is right now.
And if you think about it, if this would have happened in any other era with any other artist with no hype, the album could have been a career ender.
Yeah. This was really unprecedented, and not anybody can just pull this up. I think there's very few people that actually could do what Beyonce did. So I'm very, with over 823,000 albums sold in 3 days. She's going to have a really good week. Probably this will be the most sold album of the year, and we're in the end of December already.
And of course, congratulations goes out to Beyonce. We want to move on to another very successful woman in the music industry, and that is Pink. She's, gotten a few recent accolades.
Yeah, she's named Billboard's Woman of the Year. Not necessarily your go-to pick, I don't think, because she just kind of does her own thing, but that's what Pink's about. She's had a couple of big songs this year. She's been touring all over the country. We haven't heard a lot about her here because she spent the good part of the first part of the year here in America. She's been in Australia and Japan and all overseas for about the last 6 months. We haven't seen a whole lot of her, but she had one of the most successful tours of the year, gross-wise, and I mean, Just Give Me a Reason was a huge song, and she's powerful, and she's in it, and she's a kind of a person for women's rights.
She's definitely a solid performer and artist, and you can tell that's something she prides on her. Now, going from two artists that have a lot of success to one artist who might not be getting all of the positive response that she would like, Miley Cyrus, walking away with nothing in the Grammy nomination world.
Yeah, she didn't get anything, which I was surprised. I mean, you didn't seem as surprised, but I think some of Miley's antics may have played a little bit into this. The whole, Naked Wrecking Ball and all those things may have kind of outshined some of her good stuff that was on the album.
Well, because Wrecking Ball, like you said when we were discussing this, was a huge song, and really, minus the video, minus all the silliness about it, it really is a great song.
Yeah, it's a great song. I'm surprised that didn't get anything, Song of the Year, Record of the Year. But even some of the lesser awards that aren't necessarily surrounded by her, but some of the things for, whether it's art direction or composing or the writing of the song, nothing around her got nominated, which I'm very surprised.
Now, has Miley Cyrus or her camp made any comments about the 0 nominations?
Nothing. And, I guess you could say, well, it's just the Grammys. I'm sure she's going to get the VMAs nomination. She's going to get a lot of the other, People's Choice Awards and some of the other music awards. So she's definitely going to win awards for these things. I mean, Grammys, yes, the biggest music day award show of the year. So nothing for her, maybe the next time around.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Judd. As always, you can listen to Judd on Kiss 98.5 or see him here when we do another Tuneday.